around 8 o'clock Eastern Time. That means one thing here on the GC Sports Broadcast Network. It is the Cobra Racing Xfinity Series. I have a couple guys in the booth with me, but you're not going to hear them as they're on Do Not Allow. But I have NRG and I have Higgy. My drivers are in here. So if it sounds like I'm talking to myself, I'm indeed not doing so. I'm just talking to those guys. We're at Chicago tonight. I believe there was 17 cars, 16, 17 cars. Should be a good spectacle, and I'm pretty excited. The timer's going, so here shortly the race will be getting going. Going to accept the invite now. Here tonight is the start of the team tournament, right? Well, technically it started already as Gas was able to eliminate Chewy's team, BBR. This week we have... In the Xfinity side, we have LITSM going against Venom, and then we have Gas going against Eclipse. So those cars on each team are going to be the ones to watch for. Two drivers, best finishers or best point scorers for their respective teams will receive the points. For Venom, it's going to be pretty easy to tell which two that is because there is only two racing tonight. So yeah, gonna be a fun one. Energy enters tonight with a huge points lead over. I have no idea because I can't read the Xfinity points sheet, but yeah.
I think Mr. Williams or someone else was tied for second.
You guys,
that was 2 weeks.
Yeah, that was last week before the double points race, right? So Mr. Williams definitely lost some points there, having to sit out the double points race. And we're underway. Monster Racing sitting on the pole in that number 18 Toyota. He's got the 08 Freedom Flyer on the outside, followed by Derek Cope in the 7, Cushion pushing in the 36. GTR BD in the 07, Sludge in the 9, 19, that's Mopow Cap. Then we have NRG, Turf Tech 92 backup. This is my first time seeing him. Warpig in the 22, Bad Guy 51, Higgy right there in the 0, Ty Racing in the 98, Bass Fishing 92, Mr. Williams starting in the back today in that number 20, and then Kleinboy rounding out the field. I don't see a Broadcaster Clay, who was, I believe, the driver that was second in points after last week, and I don't see him in the field anymore. So interesting. Bold move, Cotton. Battle for the lead as Derek Cope's trying to get to the inside of that number 18, but he catches the sweet spot. He caught the butter. The 08 thinks better of passing him. Freedom Flyer lifted, and no harm, no foul. They all stay going green here at Chicagoland Speedway. Not a cup track anymore, or a NASCAR cup track anymore, but here in the game, because it's a little out of date, the Xfinity Series and the Cup Series will both be racing here tonight. So yeah, fun fact. Either one of you guys, how many laps total is the stage? How many laps in the tank do you guys get? No, how many in the tank? How much gas mileage do you get here?
I think 27.
Okay, so
27.
alright, so you guys didn't hear them, but there's 19 laps to go. This is a 22 lap stage. You get 27 in the tank when you start, so there will be no green flag stops here in this stage. So where that becomes huge is that means whatever slider you decided to run is the slider that you're running the whole stage. No adjustments unless a caution comes out. So hopefully these guys pick the slider that they're going to be able to handle and do well with. But up front right now we still have Monster Racing, who I can almost guarantee he's on a slider 9. To those that play the game, they know that that's the loosest slider bar you can get. But in the Xfinity cars, it's not really as loose as it would be, so to say, in the Cup cars. Also, there is an ARCA race going on tonight. Usually that's broadcasted on the Cobra broadcasting channel, but that's not happening tonight. So, I mean, the race is going on, but they're not broadcasting, as Butters is the usual broadcaster over there, but he is racing tonight. So, if you were hoping and expecting to see that race on our sister channel, the Cobra Broadcast Network, it is not going on tonight. Battle for second. Freedom Flyer has gone to the outside. Derek Cope on the inside with their Sludge getting ready to push the number 7 across the line, as that's the battle for second and third. Both those drivers race for LITSM, which I'm not too happy to say because Venom is in a team challenge against those drivers. They have 3, we have 2, but I believe I just seen the 4 car of NRG is in this lead pack, so that's good. And Higgy's out there battling three wide with that next pack. riding along with the 36 of Cushion Pushing as he's side by side with Mo Power Cat, as Sludge is going by Freedom Flyer right there in front of Cushion Pushing. Now Cushion is side by side with Freedom. Doesn't look like the outside lane is getting going right now here in the Xfinity cars. Looks like everybody just simply wants to hold the bottom. But we are seeing some good racing. 36, he gets real tight in the corner, goes up, makes slight contact with the 08, but they're all able to hold it as they're now 3 wide as they exit turn number 2. Going down the backstretch, we have a 3 wide battle for the race lead. 2 LITSM drivers and 18 of Monster Racing, as looks like Derek Cup, they're 4 wide now. Freedom pushes the issue and he makes it 4 wide. They're able to get out of that back to 3 wide, but Derek Cope is your race leader with Freedom Flyer sitting there in P number 2. Here comes NRG now as he's made his way up into a podium spot as he's running position number 3 right there behind Freedom, doing the best he can to try and get by the 7 right now of Derek Cope, as they're still 3 wide back there for 4th. Going into turn number 3, turn number 4, side-by-side action. Energy is able to clear Derek Cope, and we have Cushion Pushing racing side-by-side for position number 4 with the 18 of Monster, and here comes the 44 of Turf Tech. Again, this is my first time seeing him, so I didn't even see him in the ARCA series, but I did just get a little help here in the broadcast booth as GTR Sauce, which is kind of funny, right? Because I'm a team captain, you're a team captain. Our 2 teams are battling for the team tournament this week. So LITSM versus Venom here in the Xfinity series. Yeah.
How about that, Daddy?
It's going to be a spectacle.
Oh, wow.
So far we
see some good racing out there, though.
Yeah, we're cautionless. Freedom's starting to walk away a little bit. Cautionless. That second pack's catching up to this lead pack with all that racing they were doing. Higgy has been able to bring up, I believe that's Warpig in the 22 and Bad Guy in the 51, as they're starting to make a charge to the front of the field. So really good racing so far. Gonna shoot it down to you, Sauce. What are you looking forward to here at Chicago?
I'm really looking forward to seeing how my team will do, obviously. But Freedom Flyer out in the front here. I guess I missed that now. The transition was over. Party got a good gap here. I think that's who you got to look out for tonight.
Hey, I was told to let you guys know real quick. Energy, Sauce, not Sauce, Energy, and Higgy, just so you know, Drunkfest said that they can hear everything you guys say. Yeah. I mean, I'd watch the screen and just try not to swear. Yeah, actually, so Sauce, you did miss it. The 7 and the 9, so Sludge and Derek Cope, they took Monster Racing 3 wide, put Monster in the middle. They tried splitting them, right? And when that happened, on the exit of 4, they kind of, the 2 outside cars kind of drifted up a little bit high, and Freedom actually pushed it, made it 4 wide, and that's how he took the lead.
Oh, wow, I missed the 4 wide action. I got to rewind that back later.
Yeah, nothing happened, right? Like, they held it. Nobody even hit each other. It was really good, clean action. His Cushion Pushing now is pushing after hitting the cushion, and he's going up into the wall in that number 36 machine. Junkfest, Higgy hasn't spoke since I said that, right? That was NRG speaking and Sauce speaking.
Hey, shout out to Junkfest there in the comments.
Yeah, shout out to you. Hey, that's one of those LITSM drivers, right? Latisma?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Latisma.
Oh, we got a battle for second here. Looks like Cope's going to get strung out on the outside with the more powered guys leading Sludge back up.
Mop water, and then Sludge and Derek Cope.
Derek Cope falls in line behind him with Monster Racing behind that.
Yeah, as far as the team battle right now, right, just so everybody keeps in mind, out front we have Eclipse. The 08 is an Eclipse driver, Freedom Flyer. Then we have Venom. We have Gas. We have Latisma. We have Gas. We have Latisma. We have Venom. And then we have another Eclipse driver. So there are 2 of each team, respectively, in the top 10 right now.
Freedom's just running away with this. The more everyone keeps battling here.
Yeah, Chicago's notorious for it, regardless of the draft, right? Like, if you are the lead car, you lose so much time when you're side-by-side battling here. And if they line up, they do have a chance of catching that 08 machine. The thing is with the team challenge on the line, and we got to be getting down to about 10 laps or so here in stage number 1. Roger. But so there's not a whole lot of laps left, right? And so because of that, you're going to have 6 laps to go these guys know that there's a team challenge on the line, right? And stage points are huge, right? Especially if you're the 4 and the 0. You're the only 2 cars going to get your team points, right? So you definitely have to try to get all the stage points you can. You got the 7 and the 9. They're trying to get all they can. The 19, he sees the 18 was doing well earlier, but he's kind of falling off now, so he's trying to make the issue. You know, you want to catch the leader. 6 laps to go. You're not going to catch him as he comes off 4 now to take 5 to go.
I was gonna say with Chicagoland, it almost wants to be, you know, 2 lanes, but it's really just not there all the way up high.
I don't know who told you that. I love the outside lane at Chicago. I've made hundreds of passes here at this track on this game. Sliders actually, the outside lane works a lot better than it does in the customs. And the only
doing that a lot tonight.
Yeah, the only problem with Chicago is, like, we have 4 cars in line, right? So NRG back to Cat, down to Sludge, down to Higgy. If 4 cars stay in a line on the bottom and you try to go to the top, you're not going to go anywhere. But if there's only 1 or 2 cars down there, you can actually pass them both with all the momentum, because you get really good exit speed at Chicago if you're running the top side. Battle is for second right now, riding along with the number 9 of Sludge. We have NRG and Cat. Those are both Mo Power guys. They're not teammates, but they are friends. Would not expect to see anything different than them work together. Sludge got his work cut out ahead of him as he's going to try to get to the inside of the 19. Here comes the 0 of Higgy. 4 laps remain here in stage number 1 at Chicago for the Cobra Xfinity Racing Series. Sludge has made a move. He's successfully under the 19. 0 drifting up following the 19. Here comes the 7. 7 of Derek Cope is going to get underneath the 0. No, he's not. The 0 shuts the door and goes underneath the 19 of Cat himself. NRG is enjoying what he's seeing. He's getting about a 0% lead here as the 9 closes it right there on the exit of the corner. I'm surprised the 4 was unable to pull away. 9 is going to block the 0 car from trying to get a pass done there, but the Batisma and Venom battle right here for position number 2 is heating up as we have, I believe, 3 to go now.
Oh wow, they make that 3 wide here.
Higgy shoots under
wide.
the 9. 4 wide. Higgy and
Right here,
NRG.
5 wide.
I don't even know. I don't know what to do. This is a spectacle.
Oh my gosh.
Sludge looking to pull a Freedom Flyer 4 wide move, but unable to as they're 3 wide for
Big push from the bottom.
2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Pushing, just following, having no idea what he's going to do here. Going to try to get over to, going to ride with NRG. He's kind of in the middle of the battle. Is that 1 to go here in the stage? Is this 1 to go in the stage? Final lap of the stage. You guys heard it. These 2 are working together. 0 going down to the inside. The 4 is going to ride with him. 7 is pushing the 4. Expect that 7 to try to make the move on the exit of 4. There it is. He goes to the inside. 4 goes down to block it. The 9 actually ended up in the grass and lost the position of the 19 of Mo Power Cat. Top 5, Freedom Flyer, Higgy, NRG, Derek Cope, SMK, Sludge. I really thought... Oh, no. Sludge, I believe, lost that position to Cat at the line. If you guys could verify that. Alright. Two viewers out in YouTube land. A little surprised. I guess these guys don't want to.
It was Freedom, Higgy, NRG, Derek Cope, and Mo Power Cat. And then Slug got 6, Christian versus 7. B got 8, Turf Tech 9, and Higgy forgot to hit.
I did? Are you serious? I thought I hit X.
Alright, here we go. Green here, stage 2, boys.
I'm going low.
Spectacle racing just happened as the 0 forgot to pit.
That's a tough break right there. But a smart move to move out of the way.
Mr. Williams is back this week in the number 20 Toyota. Number 1 of Kleinboy making his way methodically up through the field. Race leader right now is Freedom Flyer in that 08 machine.
Oh, contact there with the 4, looks like.
Yep, 4 ended up in the wall.
Maybe
But he
a little neck
bounced
code.
right off. Yeah, no, I seen him hit the wall too. I'm not sure what happened there.
Freedom.
Looked like a lot of blocking was going on.
Listen, I talked to Freedom earlier this week. He said he was coming out here for a win tonight, boys.
Yeah, he told me he was going to wreck his grandmother, his grandfather, and both his parents to get this dub here tonight at Chicago. He didn't actually say that to me, but he's racing his man that will. 4-car did nail the wall
Big
that time.
goose.
No net code. Now for
From
Higgy,
7 and 9 to take advantage.
yeah, Higgy's really hoping that these guys have an accident happens here, right? Like he's on pit road, he's going to get fuel tires, he's probably going to lose a lap. But if we can get a caution here in stage number 2, that'll put Higgy right back in the mix. He'll have to be at the back of the pack, but he'll be in the mix. Whenever you guys get a chance, I need a lap count for stage number 2.
So they're going to go all out here in this stage. That's going to be a spectacle.
Yeah, they went all out in stage number 1, right? And the only difference is now they're not on true sliders, right? They've been able to get to pit road, make some adjustments, and we're going to see who has the faster adjustments. As right now, it looks like the Latisma cars are working the best on the track currently. The 4 and the 0 worked really well last stage, but again, with what happened to Higgy there at the beginning of this one, looks like Latisma is in a great opportunity and predicament.
I just pitted.
Oh, wow.
Wow, good.
What happened back here?
Oh, I forgot they can hear me.
Looks like the 20 cars off pace. The 98.
Wow. I believe that just happened.
Higgy, are you still on the lead lap?
No, I'm a lap.
Yeah. No, you.
No, I'm a lap down. Y'all passed me.
You'll get your lap back.
Yeah, but listen. If you're on pit road, just throwing it out there to anybody at home watching. If you're on pit road and you're the first car lap down, even though you just came off pit road, you can top off if you so choose to. Drunk Quest said it is energy that he was hearing, and he's just trying to help. I appreciate the help, Drunk. I'm a little surprised we only got 2 viewers out there. Shows how much the Cup drivers really want to watch the Xfinity guys, huh?
Looks like they're getting to practicing.
Yeah, who practices?
Does anybody know what happened?
Yeah, somebody wrecked. I have no idea. You were the only car off
It looked
pace.
like the 98 and the 20 were off pace back there. I'm not sure what happened.
20 is back here with me, and so is the 98.
Alright, well. We'll keep an eye on that as it continues on here.
We got Mop Water in the lead. The 18 Monster sitting P2.
98 and 20 are going at it.
Oh wow, the 98 just put the 20 in the wall. That. Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
So he was not too pleased about something in that caution.
I missed it. Dang.
Here we go up front, the 08.
98 just nailed the wall or something on there before. I'm going to stick with those two. No, they're in the back of the pack. Look, when you see a Ross Chastain, Denny Hamlin thing going on the screen, you got to watch it. I know NASCAR tuned away right as it was getting good, but here at on the GC Sports Broadcast Network, we like to see these battles.
Oh wow.
I'd imagine they now know, though, that the broadcast is watching, so they'll probably be much better.
We got the 08 here making a move on the 4. Nope. Thinks otherwise.
Is it fixed now? Back up to the front, we have Derek Cope going on the inside of the 08. That's for position number 2 as Freedom Flyer holds the top lane. See that run he gets in there? The problem is you dive it in too deep and you have to lift so much harder. You really want to hit your lift points the exact same as you would as if you were running all the way at the bottom. But this track it has all these seams on the track. You can see it. There's like 5 individual lanes. 1 lane below the apron, then there's the 3 black lines on the track, if you will. They're a little squiggly, but there are 3 lanes, 3 black lines that are making 4 lanes of racing. And if you use that as your guidelines there, you can really run that second groove quite well if you just lift and use that black line as your apron, so to say. Freedom Flyer has taken the lead again, and that is not what these drivers wanted to see after what he did in stage
He's
number 1.
got a fast car, I tell you that much.
Are we at 10 to go? Roger. Ooh, 9 is slow.
So 9 makes a move.
I like it.
Down. He's going to take that spot with number 7 of his Lipton teammate right behind him.
Latisma. Chase Beatty making contact back there.
There's 4 wide back there.
Yep, spectacle.
Got the 07, the 19, the 44. Here comes Kleinboyne, the 1. Did Turf Tech take less than 2 tires or 4 tires there?
He was out front.
He started
with the
up
4
front,
car.
didn't he?
Yeah, he started outside pole with the 4 car, right? Looked like they both might have taken a 2-tire stop there. Yeah. That's all I got for you.
Go.
Chase Beatty being signed by his own team this week.
Why am I getting moved up?
51 just dive bombed you, and I'm getting hit by one. I'm trying to stay below.
Oh, big contact on the backstretch.
He did the same thing to me. Yeah, literally 2 laps ago.
I'm done. Shut up.
I tried to go low in RD, but
No, I think
4 cars taken out at the front. Higgy said at the beginning of, since this restart, that the 19 started in the back of the pack on this restart. He's sitting in P4 right now, but behind Freedom Flyer, who's making contact with the 7.
They're racing up here.
Yeah, these guys are battling it out hard. We're not going to see anybody pull away here out of these top 4.
You know, I thought they were going to just stay in line and get some separation, but it looks like they're not trying to play. All right. Contact in the back.
I don't think there's a whole lot of laps left, right? Like, this was only a 19-lap stage. They ran about 3 or 4, and then a caution come out.
5
And
laps
then,
to go.
yeah, so 5 laps to go here. So, yeah, you got to expect it to be a spectacle at the end of the stage.
Nascar out the lead here. That 19's coming up there.
I just wrecked.
Big wreck in the back. 20's around.
Yeah, the
First
20
stage-
just never
oh,
lifted,
20
came
hits
back up and
the,
took out the 92.
Fast. Calamity in the back.
Yeah, that was... It caught a little bit of that. 20 just never lifted, came back right
Was
back
there-
up on the track
was
and
there some
smashed the
butter back
92.
there?
Yeah, I don't know what happened to 51. I missed that part.
He just got loose out of 2. hit the
As the
wall,
9
down,
continues to
hit
lead,
1.
looks like the 8 had the lift. The 08 had the lift there.
Yeah, back up front with the race leaders. We have Sludge in the lead, Freedom in second, Mopwater Cat in third. Those are 3 different teams, and then we have another Latisma driver in the 7 of Derek Cope.
Just 3 or 4 to go.
That should be 3. That should be 3 to go.
Goes around the one that's
Oh, 44's around. Fine boy taken out.
Is that a caution?
end of the stage.
End of the stage, Sludge P1, Freedom Flag P2, Full Power Cat 3.
Fourth
Derek
was...
Cook,
5th is Beatty.
Alright, Chase Beatty.
6 Monster, 7th Ford Big, 8th Cushion, 9th Piggy, 10th Climb.
So Kleinbo, involved in the accident, still gets 10th.
Looks like, it'll be interesting to start at stage 3 here, guys.
Make sure I hit X.
What's your prediction here, Taddy?
Yeah, I'm going to see a spectacle in stage number 3. These guys, listen, these guys are already getting out of control, right? We just seen it there. The drivers are starting to, the give and take is gone. It's just take now. I've seen a lot of contact there happening for passes with 8, 9 laps to go. I expect to see more of it. Over to you.
Behind you, buddy.
What are you expecting to see there, Sauce?
Oh, I'm expecting to see, I think the 08, the 9, 19, and 7. They've been up there for, the Ford's gonna get his way back up there as well, so I think those are the guys who we're gonna be on the lookout for.
I think a nice surprise up front is seeing Chase Beatty run there in P5, right? Team captain for Eclipse, started in the ARCA series himself. A lot of commotion about that amongst team captains, but then he signed himself to leave 2 weeks ago just for Canadian Tire. And he's running up here top 5 in an oval, and nobody, and I'm including himself, expects to see him in the top 5 at an oval.
Listen, he's been putting in the work. Here comes the 19 down low on the 9. Nope. Doesn't get there.
18 slams the door on last season's ride. That's Monster Racing the 18. He used to drive the 22 last season. He just shut the door on him through the middle of the corner. 22 now is War Pig.
That War Pig is what, his second week in top right, or in Xfinity? Yeah, he got him in the top 10 last week.
I think he signed the same week as Chase, and his first week was also Canadian Tire. 7 goes mowing the grass. It's a fast way around the track last week in Canadian
07
Tire,
in the
not
wall.
so fast here. Chase Beatty hits the wall. No bueno. I think that all stemmed from when the 7 mowed the grass, right? Like, he come back up on track and was going so much slower. The 07 went to avoid, and I think slight contact made.
And we got the 9, 19, the 7, 18 hanging on there as well. Pushing, and there's that collie cannon in 36.
No, it's Cushion.
Okay.
Earlier he pushed the cushion too and ended up in the wall on the exit.
I really expect these this front three to get a little strung out here if they work together.
I'd like to agree with you, but
I don't think it's gonna happen.
I think the 19 is a telltale, right? If the 9 and the 7 were nose to tail, I think they're going to stay together and be racy. If I'm the 7, I may not have been the guy to make the move because you just brought the 18 and the 36 right back to you, right? But it is battle for position, trying to be P1 and P2 with your teammates. So it's a tough call there.
Ooh. Big save by the 4.
Yeah, all of that happened. The 22 of Warpig started losing the lead pack draft. But now Freedom Flyer trying to pass him on the outside as we have a battle for third with Cushion pushing and Mopower Cat.
Oh, he's sliding up the track on the 19 there.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, he's pushing it. Ooh.
I said earlier that I thought Cushion pushing actually, you know, he caught the cushion, you know, the apron and went sliding up. But I'm just not, he must run a tight slider, right? Because he seems to be one of the few drivers that really struggles to hold the bottom. When he's running the outside landing, he does really, really well. But as I say that, of course, he holds the bottom great in 1 and 2. But 3 and 4 seems to be where he's been struggling to stay on the very low line. But that may be his line of preference, though, also. I don't know. As we're seeing it again here. Yeah, we're seeing it again here in 3 and 4. The 36 ran that top line almost all the way around the corner. We are seeing the teammates working the 9 and the 7. They are working well, nose to tail up front as they're starting to pull away as the 19 is trying to get around this 36 machine. The 19 does race for gas, and he's got a teammate right there in Monster right behind him as they're now trying to take position 3 and 4. Then we have Freedom Flyer and Eclipse. He's now taking P5 from Cushion pushing, and then here comes the 2 Venom teammates in 6th and 7th, or 7th and 8th, excuse me, as they're trying to make their way back up to this lead pack.
And those 2 Toyotas are going to get back to the front here.
Listen, they got to stay in line. I think that this whole second pack is going to fall on what the 36 does, right? I think Freedom has the smarts to stay in line with these guys if they want any chance at winning. But is the 36 going to push the issue and try to make a pass? That's going to be the question. And honestly, if you're the 4 and the 0, you almost need them to, as they're just outside that draft trying to get their way up in there. We're going to do the old... I kind of want to hear the cars. I want to hear the engine of the cars. What are you thinking about that, Sauce?
Hey, let's get loud.
Let's do we'll give them a lap, then we'll start it, yeah, because they already crossed the line. But next lap, when we go get across the line, we'll go with the old giggity get loud here for the Cobra version on the Xfinity series. As the race is pretty single filed out, right? Everybody's trying to catch everybody at this point. As I say that, the 98 and the 44 look like they're signaling to pit, as well as the 51 did.
Be right here.
Gonna go ahead and turn up your volume. Here we go. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a lap around Chicago with the drivers. Don't know what happened to Derek Cope there in the 7.
Something happened there. He's falling back big.
Yeah, I was riding along with him, seen him lose a little bit of ground, and then the moment I got on screen with him, heard a little bit of contact between he and the 08. But he definitely seemed to lose a lot of ground in that number 7 machine.
He'll look to get back up here. That's the 19, 18. I told you we'll get back up there. And 2nd and 3rd to the back on for the 9.
Well, that's why I don't know what happened to the 7, right? Because you had the 7 and the 9 working really well nose to tail. Maybe the 9 had a lag.
He caught the apron or something, and he shot up the track.
Right, yeah, like something had to happen. He either caught the wall on exit, caught the apron in the middle, or maybe the 9 had a lag spike. I don't know that to happen. Sledge doesn't usually lag, but you lose 2 cars. You got the 19 and 18 and the 08 working really well together. Of course they were going to catch the 9, right, once it became just him. But, yeah, big change here up front as the 7 now out in no man's land in 5th, and then we have a 3-car battle for 6th.
And there's that 08 again. There's that man.
Yeah, he's quick. Freedom is rolling. Warpig went way low. Is he maybe signaling? Gonna ride along with him. I don't know how many laps we got left or what there is at the tank, but okay, so they definitely have to pit this stage. But at this point, if you pit, you can't make it. Well, you heard it here. Breaking news: 2 pit stops probably. What do you think about that, Sauce?
I expect to see someone maybe try to save here and pit once.
I'm assuming
I could be totally wrong. I don't know what the gap is, but
they had 27 in the tank, right? And I don't feel
contact with the 9 and 19.
Oh, I'm gonna have to get back up front here. With
Comes the 08 on the outside.
Inside then outside, he goes underneath the 19, then shoots the outside of the 9. He's looking for the race lead on the outside lane,
Big
and
move
he's
by the
going
08
to
right
get
there.
it. That's a power move for Team Eclipse.
It's not done yet on the low side.
Yeah, you know,
the Toyotas are gonna go up high.
Yeah, the gas drivers are staying with the 08 machine. That's a bold move, Cotton. I like it. They changed their mind.
They're gonna go 3 wide right now.
They changed their mind. They don't want to. Yeah, I talked about it every week, right? Since Cat's been the Xfinity
There it
series.
is.
He's not really one to push the issue and make the 3 wide unless
That's
it's
true.
like the last 5 laps, right? Like, he's pretty patient. Drunk Fest said,
just
awesome
wanna
one
see
over
3
me last
wide.
year on a 1 stop. He saved huge.
Knew it.
I think the big trick here is that caution came out, right? So there was 27 laps. There's 43 still. How many laps were to go when that caution came out, right? Because 27, you could go 54.
Looks like the 9 back to the lead.
We didn't have a caution?
Nope.
Not in the third stage.
Oh.
We had one bring up the checker in the second stage.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Roger that, you got me. Well, that's interesting. You hear that somebody went off fuel strategy last season, and then here we are. You already got drivers saying we definitely have to stop twice here.
Kind of thinking who might be saving here.
I'm not
Look at the
seeing
field.
anybody on track that's saving, right? Like everybody's running the top lane still on the straightaways. I don't see anybody running mid track or so. I did see all the guys that looked like they were signaling earlier, right? But if they're gonna have to make a stop, I'm assuming here within the next 5 to 10 laps, we'll start seeing the green flag stops if they get a 2 stop.
I thought the 20 car was coming down. Maybe
Yeah, I
he's
see them
taking
keep
this
making weird moves on the backstretch, making it seem like they're signaling, right? But I just haven't seen them actually go to pit road yet.
time. Maybe he's saving.
Listen, I'm telling you, that 08 car is on a mission. That guy's flying here tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Now you're gonna go ahead and just look right
As I say that, he's making
Oh,
a move
wow.
on the 9. The 9 goes down and blocks it. The 08 goes back to the top. A little too early for blocking moves, right?
Oh, it looks like he touched the apron there. That 9 car is fighting off all 3 of them.
Yeah, I don't know if I would be all about that right now, right? Like, it's too early to be blocking and making people mad at me, but to each their own.
I'm trying to save, but I don't know if I'm gonna.
You hear the
7 laps. 37 to go.
What do you guys got left in the tank? Higgy, answer that. Okay, yeah.
we appreciate you for letting us hear your team communication there, Teddy.
Well, that's why I said Higgy to answer, because they can't hear Higgy on the broadcast, but then Energy answered anyways.
The guys up front, I think.
Yeah, these 4 are not saving. Guaranteed, these 4 are not saving. However, the 18 and the 19 may be saving. They're running up pace, but they're not really pushing any issues to try and pass these guys, right? The 9 and the 08, they have no teammates. The 18 and the 19 are a team, right? So they could essentially just make a move, and they're guaranteed that somebody's going to go with them, right, to help them with that move. But we're not seeing that happen, even when the opportunity arises, like what just happened. They kind of backed off, let the 08 get back in line. So these guys riding around in the draft as they are, they may be saving. The 18 catches the apron, 19 backs off, helps push him instead of trying to make the pass. 08 all the way down on the apron to get underneath the 9 for the race lead. Sauce, where'd you go? All right, good talking to you, Sauce.
I'm sorry, Teddy. I was muted right there.
The battle for the lead is huge. The battle back here for 5th is just as huge. Cushion pushing has not left the 4 and the 0 alone. The 7, they all got by the 7 car now. Cushion pushing has stayed on the outside of these guys for a long time. Not only are they not saving fuel when they're racing like that, but they're also not doing any work on helping catch the leaders. I understand wanting to race, but with still 30-something laps to go, you guys could line up and possibly make a move on these guys. Up front, we're seeing the 08.
A 4-man race now.
Yeah, I mean, up front, we're seeing the 08 and the 9 do not want to work together. The 08 is trying to make a move every opportunity that it can. He's gone to the high side. He's gone to the bottom. The 18 and 19, they just want to ride, right? They want to pull away, keep pulling away. But the 08 is not content sitting in second right now.
Man, this is going to be a good battle here if green flag stops work out.
Yeah, this is. I hope there is a green flag stop, right? Like races like this, I really want to see the strategy pay out, as well as not only when do you come to pit road, but who makes the mistake on pit road. There's a 4-car race, 4-horse battle up here, and almost every time I've ever seen that, at least one of these guys is going to lose that draft when they go to pit road. Whether it be a penalty or a long pit stop, or they took it too easy getting on pit road, something like that always happens, and it goes from 4 down to 3. And the 19's in danger of losing the draft right now.
I think he's hanging back, getting some fuel. They're racing just enough for him to keep it. No worries on that.
Gonna keep scrolling through. Looks like the 7 is also losing this second pack. Not sure what's going on with the 7.
Oh, we got the 18 on the 08.
Yeah, the 08's going to the outside of the 9, yeah. I don't know as if the 18 ever tried making a move there, right? It looked like Freedom was the one actually making the move.
Oh, is the 9 pitting right there? Is that a signal?
Everybody's staying high around him, so possibly as they come off turn number 4. Nope, he didn't signal. I think he was just blocking that lane, making sure the 08 couldn't get up there to him. You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. Pit road should be a busy place this time by. How many laps you got left?
Got 1 lap.
All 4 of the leaders here as a pack. That's going to be interesting getting on pit road.
Yeah, I'm going to stay with the
gets
leaders.
the lead from it.
Yeah, I'm going to stay with the leaders as they enter pit road. Looks like the 9 didn't want to be around the 08, to be honest with you.
Iggy, I'm getting on it.
Oh, good entry on all of them there, it looks like. There's the 4.
The 0 car is not on pit road.
92.
The 0 and the 44 stayed out, as well as the 07. Well, the 07 and the 20, they're like half track behind. They're just now getting to pit road. Interested to see if maybe they're on.
Here.
You know, the 07, he does run that Canadian Esports League, right? And they're notorious for fuel saving. The 20 also running about half track behind with them, so
it could be saving back there.
Yeah, but if you lose half a track, the odds are you're going to lose another half track, right? That's a lap difference, which is all you would have.
About coming out with about 3 laps short, I think, give or take.
For those
so
that
really, you know, the 19 and 18 probably could have saved the lap that first run.
The 0 right now is just now getting ready to come to pit road. He's on the back stretch. Looks like he's slowing down, like he's already out of fuel. But that 1 lap could be huge because everybody else has to try to save 3. The 0 now would only have to save 2 laps.
Well, if he's losing time getting in, then that's gonna. Looks like the 1 car's out of gas as well.
Kleinboy,
Yeah,
that
the
is, and
08,
the 1.
the 9, the 18, 19. I think that 19's gonna.
They're going to keep it. I'm really surprised. Usually one guy at least loses the draft, but with 3 laps short, how hard are these guys going to battle and not go, or are they going to go into the 3-lap fuel save?
Someone's saving here.
They might be alright. They're going to go safe.
Looks like the 9, 19's gonna save.
The leaders pit on the same lap as you did, Energy.
Well, I know, but the guys that are on pit road right now
Are going to be about a lap and a half off? Gotcha.
they're going to be close.
They're really gonna see who saves the most here, or they're gonna race it out. 3 wide going into the turn. Wow.
I'm going to go. They're racing it out. I'm seeing that the action. Williams is just now coming off pit road 2 laps later. Drunk Fest said Higgy's going to steal this one. I like it.
Oh, side by side of the turn, the 9 and 18. Good racing up front right here as they come up to the lap, the 20 car.
Not only is he going to be a lap car, but he's also the car with the freshest tires. If you are going to try to back it off and save, if they could catch up to him, that's huge.
And just draft with him, that would be a smart
reason
play.
that's huge is the 20 or the 18 and the 19 are teammates of that 20 car. So if the 20 might even think about backing up and helping those two cars out at this point. You could essentially, if you're the 18 and the 19, you could try to do everything as a team to get around the 08 and the 9 right now and use the 20 as your lead car with the fresh tires and try to, the three of you work together and pull away from those two.
Oh, wow. Maybe they're listening to you, Teddy. Maybe they're going to try it right here.
Well, then if you're listening to me and you're going to run my strategy, then here's the idea. Don't do that at all. Let's keep it a 4-horse race for the win. I'm not seeing it. Just kidding. On track, we have the 4 and the 7 battling for 5th. That's 5th, 6th, 7th. Higgy did indeed lose those guys, as the 07, I believe, is behind. Then it's the 51 bad guy, then the 07, and then the 0 of Higgy. So Higgy lost a lot of ground there. And the 07 stayed out just as long as the 0 did. So could GTR Beatty be the one that steals this race?
Interesting. Hey, it's going to be,
So I think that's kind of our battles, right? Like, Sauce, what do you think? I got this 4-car lead at the front, but we're assuming they have to pit again, right? The 19's backing off, looks like he's saving a little bit, or he just outright lost the draft, right? But then, so you have this battle of the cars that we know are about a lap and a half to 2 laps short, and then you have the battle of the 07 and the 0, who we know are only about a half a lap short, right? So,
Beatty is a lap behind me.
oh, Beatty's a lap
the
down.
19 saving.
I feel like he's saving now, but I feel like that's only because he did lose the draft. But these guys did catch Williams.
Looks like they're going to get around to him.
He gave room. He let the 9 go underneath him. Here comes 18 in the 08. Now, mind you, again, if the 20 was on fuel save strategy and he's even close to being short.
Oh, he could save a ton here.
Yeah, he could save a lot of fuel by riding
got fresher tires,
so. Fresher tires and a teammate up there. So, I mean, a lot could happen here for the 20 car. But a whole lap down, that's hard to make up. Because you got to think, when these guys go to pit road, you're looking at right side only or just a splash of gas and go. You're not looking at the whole 15, 16 seconds, right, is really what I'm getting at.
Right, I'm curious to see what this 9 car's strategy is here.
Listen, Sludge doesn't save fuel.
I know this. So we're going to see how it goes here.
He says, I know this. The 18 and 08, they're losing ground to the 9, and they're not racing. So, are they backing it down a little bit while the 9's just taking off? And the 19's definitely fuel saving, right? Like, he's lost way too much ground to be outright driving it.
Right.
The
so
4.
You either have to save, and maybe the 9's thinking, maybe he just runs it as hard as he can, get as much distance as he can for that splash and go.
Yeah, listen, I'm seeing some green flag stops already happening.
He got down pit road.
Well, I seen the 4 car. He took off. He went down pit road. So anybody that knows that they're not going to be able to save it, they're already starting to go down pit road now. We see the 7 of Derek Cope already caught up and gone around the 19. So the 19 is essentially already backed all the way up to where that second pack was, trying to save the fuel. So that's definitely his strategy, is fuel save mode. 51 on pit road. That's bad guy.
Freedom Flyer up here.
Yeah, he got around the 18. He just caught right back up to that 9. So I thought the 18 might have been in fuel save gear, and he still may be, right? But the 08 is not. The 08 says, no, I want to race this one out. All right, Sauce, what are your predictions here? Do you like the 2-stop, or you like the save the fuel?
Me personally, I have a shifter, so fuel save I'd be okay with. If you're not on a shifter, I don't know about it personally. But if I wasn't on a shifter, I would just run it out.
I think the 19
depends on where you are on track as well, and everything, how it plays out.
Right, I like the 19. He was able to battle up there. If he's actually able to save the fuel, I really like what he did. A lot of those drivers that went straight into fuel save gear, they were half a track back, then they're going to lose another half a track right here, right? That's a whole lap. I don't like that strategy. But if you're able to do it, and if the 19's able to save, but being racy in the first half of the stage, and then be able to make it as well as he's riding behind the 7 now, looks like he's running a little bit faster pace than what he was running before. So I got my eyes on the 19 as our race winner right now.
How many laps do we have left?
16.
16 laps to go, so here within the next 10 should really tell us what the strategies are, right? Like if you're going to do an extra stop, there's no reason to wait until the last 2 laps and put a pit road, right? I'd say that. Maybe there is. Maybe that's exactly what they want to do, is wait until the final 2 laps.
If it's only a splash and you've worked up enough lead, it's definitely possible.
Yeah, anybody that wants to do the 4-tire stop as their extra stop, they're going to have already been on pit road. That's where you're going to see NRG and Bad Guy. Those guys most likely took 4 tires. I'm not going to say that they definitely did.
Is Freedom off pace here saving? There's 3 wide back here.
Where is
19's very off pace. 7's off pace. 10's flying, or the 0's flying by it.
He just sped up out of nowhere.
He was lagging.
I don't know what's happening. Who was lagging? They're not around Freedom.
Had the 7, the 36, 3, 4 wide here.
He went around him and said, "Yeah, let's go down."
Right. Freedom's looks like he's gonna try to save.
Where I can't even find Freedom. I've been searching.
He's on the island, man. So here comes the 92 out of the pit. That's fishing.
Freedom has backed it down way too much. I don't like what he did.
I think it's a little too late for him.
Yeah, like
he might as well
apparently he
just
just
ran it
now
out
looked.
there.
Yeah, with 15 to go, he must have just now looked up there. Unless he knows he can save a lap of fuel in 15 laps, right? But this is drastic, him backing it off this much. I don't like it at all. I don't like what he's doing.
Yeah, it looks like the 9's made his choice. He's gonna run it as low as he can and get a splash.
The 18 has gotten behind the 20. Looks like he's backing it off for fuel strategy. Man, I don't like it. I feel like if you were going to start saving, you really needed to do that already, right? Like as soon as you come out of
to
pit road.
have sage in the first round.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you know it's going to be close like that, you want to try to save at least 1 lap before the first pit stop, and then save another lap after, right? Like you know you can do that that way. This is a bold move. I think we all know that the 9 car will be coming to pit road again. The 0 car just went around the 08. And Freedom still run. Yeah, he's still going real slow on the outside lane, letting these guys go. I don't like what the 08's doing at all. I'm all right with fuel saving. This is so. For example, right when I run GC and we had no cautions, I put a fuel save, a lap count to it, but not because I don't like fuel saving, but because I don't like it when you're going 50 miles an hour slower than the rest of the field, and it really easily causes bigger problems when you back it off that much. As actually the 08 trying to save as he did actually cost the 7 of Derek Cope, as the 7 got behind him and lost that other 5-car pack. I don't know if the 7 maybe still needed to save some fuel and decided to just follow him or what, but the 7 lost a lot of ground by riding behind that 08.
So we got about a half a lap distance between the 9 and the 19.
Second place is the 18.
18, well, I'm just keeping an eye on the 19. He said that was gotta look out for as far as fuel strategy.
I don't see the 18 anymore, right? The 20, then the 22. The 18 is way back behind them, yeah. So you're looking
maybe
at
a little too late for him as well.
Yeah, you're looking at a full corner difference, right? All of 1 and 2 difference between the 9 and the 18 right now. I don't even know who's in third. I'm actually thinking Higgy is in third. I was right. Cushion is in fourth. Yeah, the 36 and the 07, that would be fourth. And no, the 07's a lap down, so the 36 would be fourth. That would put the 19 in fifth place. But it looks like he's picked up his pace for driving by himself, so the 19 may or may not have enough fuel already. Yeah, it's not an easy track by any means. It's a pretty wide open type track, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are a few tracks where you see that.
I
You
believe
just
we're
don't
at
have a lot of off throttle time here.
right. I believe we're at 7 or 8 laps to go here.
7 to go.
Okay, 7 to go for our race leader.
All right. It's gonna be interesting here. Sludge still out front.
I mean, here's the thing. What if he ran out coming to the line and pit on the last lap, right, coming to the checkered? That's not against any rule. You would still win the race on the pit road.
Well, that would be genius, and let's see. Have at it.
I like it. I like that strategy. I've seen a few
That
races
would be
won that way, actually.
that would be reminiscent of Jeff Burton in the All-Star race almost.
9 signaling
The
right
9
now.
pitted.
So we're gonna have to ride along with the 18.
Pat, or not?
18 of Monster will take over the race lead when he comes off of turn number 4.
Bunch of the pits, the 19s.
But the battle for
turn.
current second, about to be first, is on as the 18 is running the high side. Here goes Higgy right now and takes what
Right.
will be the race lead away in that number 0.
How many to go?
That should be 6.
5 to go.
Oh, that's 5 to go. Is the 36 on the same lap as you? Is he now in second?
Yes.
Okay, so we got first, second, and third on your
9's
screen.
coming out.
I mean, the 9 might be coming out, but the leaders are coming off turn 2 right now. They're, I mean, almost a whole lap ahead of the 9. If they're able to save the fuel, they're almost 3/4 of a track ahead of the 9 car right now. How huge would this be if Higgy steals this one, right? Think about it. He did not pit at the end of stage number 1. Ended up having to make an unscheduled pit stop. Ended up a lap down right after, while he was on pit road, the caution comes out right after he went a lap down. Was able to get the lucky dog at the very moment, start at the tail end of the field. And now here he is, almost a lap ahead of the guy that's been most dominant this race in the 9 car. And we just see him on our screen while riding along with Higgy as we have 4 laps to go here. Gonna ride along with the 0-3 to go. How does this keep changing? It was just 5. That was not even a lap. Carry on.
Ran 2 laps, Taddy.
Carry on. Anyways, we're going to ride along with these guys. The 18 has now picked up his pace back there riding with these guys. The 0 has a huge gap. The 36 just let the 07 go. And looks like he's slowing down a little bit. Not sure if he's just now realizing that you need to save a lap and a half when there's 2 laps to go. But, yeah, this is interesting.
2 to go.
Yeah, Drunk Fest, I agree. It looked to me with how long Sludge was on pit road that he might have taken 4. Or, like you said, maybe sped down pit road so even the splash of gas didn't matter because 15-second penalty.
That's unfortunate.
I just can't assume that he would run down that many laps. It looks like the 18 just signaled, but there's no reason to run that many laps out of your tank and then go down and take 4 tires or, you know, but he was on pit road for a really long time. And so I got to assume that maybe a speeding penalty. Final lap here. The 0. Who is? 18 is on pit road. 18 is on pit road. The 36 expected to be out of gas going into 3 and 4. Race leader Higgy_WX looking for the race win as he comes off turn 4. Will he start sputtering? At this point, it doesn't matter. The race belongs to the 0 of Ty Higgy.
He gets the win. Congratulations to Higgy.
You looks like you
What a
ended up a
comeback.
lap down, NRG. It looks like you ended up a lap down.
Yeah, I tried something different because I was too far back.
Where'd you end up though? No bueno. It is what it is, right? When you guys get an opportunity, I guess everybody's still racing, but we need a rundown of the top 5, top 10.
We got Hagee, Uphouse Cat, P2, Prime Boy, P3, Freedom got 4.
About that.
5th, Turf Tech 6, Sludge 7, Warpig 8, Mr. Williams 9, Monster Race 10th, Pushin 11, P12, I was 13, Bad Guy 15th, Bass Fishing 15th, Tirade.
All right, so Batisma got 3rd and 5th, so they're going to win the team challenge here. Race win goes to Venom. Looks like,
Good win, Higgy.
I believe Gas got the better finish over Eclipse. And it's funny that that's the battling, right? Because it's the same 4 teams in the Cup Series, but a different combination, as Venom will be going against Eclipse and Latismo will be going against Gas. Higgy, you want to take your voice off Do Not Allow, put it on Always Allow? And I think we'll just do the interview with the race winner because the amount of time that race took. Yeah, let me know when you're good and squared away. Higgy. Oh, yes. I gotcha. Yeah, it moved. Is that better?
No.
Really?
Okay, now it is. You're good now.
Sludge with the fast lap of the race.
I thought it was going to be free. That dude had the beast.
Yeah, he was flying.
Sorry about that, man.
It's on Always Allow.
It became a strategy race, right? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and actually, Cat joined the chat, so we'll go with him. Cat, you ran up front most of the stage there. Looked like you were trying to save fuel for a hot minute, and then out of nowhere, you just dropped off the edge of the earth trying to save the fuel. Did you realize a little too late that it became a fuel strategy, or you just didn't really think anybody was going to go into that strategy?
I knew it was going to be fuel mileage as soon as I could. That's why I dropped off the face of the earth.
Okay.
And I was like, well, I'm already sick of this play, I might as well stay with it.
Yeah, the moment you lost the draft at that point, right, like you kind of have to just stick with it, right? Like you can't battle it out anymore. But it ended up being the right call because Sludge ended up in 7th and you ended up in 2nd. So the right call for sure for the 19 machine. Looks like Gas is going to defeat Eclipse in the team round 1 of 5 here for the team challenge. So congratulations to that one. Yeah, overall, how'd the car feel other than that?
It was trash. I didn't like it.
Awesome. Well, that was a good conversation there.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was junk.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on your 2nd place finish. Sorry to keep the interview short here, but I got the cup race here shortly. So,
Another 2nd place.
Yeah, you can't be disappointed about a 2nd place for sure.
Well, you can't have to keep on getting second.
Yeah, eventually you'll try to win a race, but I mean, just not tonight apparently.
Yeah, apparently not.
All right, man. Well, congratulations, and I expect to be talking to you again next week.
Yeah, probably 2nd.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, 2nd one to talk to. This week, at least I talked to you first, right? Like at least you got first in something.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
All right, that is your 2nd place finisher, Mo Power Cat. Going to our 3rd place finisher, as he just joined the chat. Kleinboy, you got a copy? You got your voice set to Always Allow?
I'm here.
Your voice on Always Allow, yeah? Hello? Kleinboy?
Crickets.
Sorry guys, you got me? You got me?
Yeah. You
Alright,
got.
sorry, the mic, I've been having issues with the mic anyway.
Is your voice on Always Allow, bud?
Yes.
Okay. We didn't really see much of you the whole race, except for you were in an incident there in stage number 2 that brought the end of the stage. You and the 44 car involved in some carnage. You still got top 10 in that stage, so it worked out pretty good. And then again, we didn't see a whole lot out of you, and then out of nowhere, here you are with the podium finish with the fuel strategy.
Yeah, the 44, I don't know what happened in front of me. He just kind of like caught the apron and spun around, and at that point, I had already, I think, got into it with a couple other guys just for, little mistakes here and there. And I was like, I'm just going to back off and kind of run my own little strategy, and it paid off.
Yeah, absolutely. Your team actually, Blitz'em, was going against my team, Venom, here tonight, and Sludge and Derek Cope, they didn't finish as well as they were hoping because they didn't do the fuel strategy. Well, I mean, Derek Cope did, but a little too late, right? So he lost a lot of ground. But you ended up being the highest finishing driver for the team. I don't know if you're going to be one of the drivers via the points, right, because of the stage results. But at the end of the day, you got to feel good bringing Litzum a podium finish.
I do. The past 2 races, Bristol and Canadian Tire, I've told everybody those are like my worst tracks. I hate those tracks. So it was kind of nice to get back to something like Chicagoland where just go out and race, and I went in there with the goal of getting top 3 if I could, so I'm glad I was able to do it.
Success on the goal. Well, Klein Boy, I think this is the first time I've ever talked to you up here, but congratulations on your podium finish, and expect to see a lot out of you next week. I'm not really even sure where we're going. Maybe Dover, Darlington. Yeah, Dover, I believe. So hopefully you have another good, strong run there, and we'll get to talk to you again next week.
All right, man. We'll see what happens, so thank you.
Absolutely. All right, guys, that's your third place finisher in the number 1 Chevy Camaro for Litzum Motorsports. That is Klein Boy. Now we're going to go to our race winner, the number 0 of Higgy, that you got to hear in, unfortunately, a little bit throughout the race, right? Like, he is a man of a lot of excitement. Oh, yeah. Oh, I gotcha. Well, he's a man of a lot of excitement, right? Higgy, congratulations on your dub.
Thank you, Taddy. It means a lot from a team captain.
Right, you guys, you hear the excitement, right? Like, this guy is just loaded. He blows my chat up all week. He just never stops talking. Higgy, you didn't pit at the end of stage 1. You had to go down pit road. You ended up a lap down. Caution come out perfectly. You ended up still getting stage points. So, all in all, it was a long race for you, but it ended up being a success, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so listen, what I did there was lead you into being able to talk about your whole race.
Yes, yeah. So I didn't pit because I can't hit the X button apparently, and so I went down to pit the next lap. Kind of had to, and then as soon as I came out of the pits, like going back onto the track, caution came out, so I didn't have to pit, and then. I mean, I could have if I wanted to because I was not going to pass anybody anyway, so I was a lap down. But lucky timing, and I was able to save some fuel behind everybody there in the last stage. I knew I was going to be short and just kind of coasted behind that second group, behind my teammate and a few other guys. So I was able to save like a lap or 2. And I hit 0 as soon as I came out of 4. So overall, it was definitely a turn of events, a wild race.
Yeah, absolutely. As far as the team aspect goes, you had a good stage number 1. Stage number 2, you still received a couple stage points there, and then of course you come home with victory. So I, of course, as team captain, I mean, I'm really happy. Great signing. And then breaking news to all the drivers out there: if you were thinking that Higgy's going to be on vacation throughout the year, his vacations are over. He's going full time in the Xfinity Series from here on out. So great run tonight, man. And again, look forward to seeing you hopefully here in the podium next week at Dover.
Appreciate it, Taddy.
All right, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, that's your race winner, Higgy_WX. I got to get done with this broadcast. I got a cup race to go get prepared for here at Chicago. I'm not sure if it's going to be here on the GC Sports Broadcasting channel or if it's going to be over on the Cobra channel. Just kind of stay tuned and check them both out. But to our podium finishers, Higgy, Mopow Cat, and Kleinboy, good run, good job saving fuel, I guess. Can't say they were the fastest cars on the track. I believe the 9 and the 08 Sludge and Freedom were the fastest cars, but strategy kicked them in the butt there. But that's what happens with these caution-free third stages. So tune in next week, and thanks to all the viewers that did tune in, and thanks to those that commented. Give us a quick like and subscribe, and yeah, we'll see you next week.